Hello and welcome to Lunch for the Soul. I'm Melissa Wilson with Fox 26 News in Houston, Texas. Love having you here with me. This is going to be an uplifting talk. And I think we can all look back on our lives and think about some really tough things that we've been through. But wait until you hear what our guest had to do today just to survive and to live. And then that whole time to keep herself alive, she had an idea of how she was going to help people when she got out on the other side and survived. So let's get right to it. I'm going to bring in Nery Salazar, the amazing Nery. I'm going to say, welcome to Lunch for the Soul. I'm so happy to see you again.
Good morning, Melissa. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you have quite a testimony to share, and I want to get through all of that today. But I first of all want people to know what you're doing right here in our own backyard. So it was remarkable what you had to do to get there, right? But let's first of all talk about why you wanted to come to America. And we're going to give them a little teaser, and then I want to show them what you're doing today. So you were one of eight kiddos in Honduras, and it was a really tough time for you at that time when you were a teenager.
That's correct. Yeah, it was very hard. So I had to made a decision to come to the United States to get a better life. So I just came along with a lot of people, and it was a lot of struggle. And then we were able to cross the border, and then I was able to well, when we crossed the border, um, working so many long hours and a night, day and night, we decided to rest under a big tree, and
And I'm going to get to what happened under that big tree in just a minute. But before that, I just want to show everybody what you're doing today because it's so remarkable. My photographer Rodney and I got to come in and take a tour of it and to see. There's the bookcase that we saw behind you. There's Rodney shooting the video for us. All the beautiful positive affirmations, I'll call them, all over the place that are just so very special. This place is called Mary's Promise. Tell us what it is.
well, right there where I'm showing the picture is where we teach the kids how to read. A lot of kids in our community, they're suffer about reading. So what we do, we just get like a little, they can learn to do the ABC.
Mhm.
They come and learn to read. We have volunteers that they come and teach the kids about to read. We also have computer classes that they can help out the kids. We also have a Bible study classes. We have there were volunteers that come from these different churches to help us to teach the Bible.
And I
Right there,
love that. Oh, go ahead.
right there, there's a Bible study when the kids came and they doing some crosses. So we just teach about God.
And if they don't have a ride, you've got them covered. You go pick them up and you make sure that they are able to come there for whether it's Bible study or whether it's that warm meal or maybe they need clothes, everything you do to make sure that they are okay. So, for anybody who lives in Richmond, Texas, which is just sort of the southwest side of the Houston area, for those not that familiar with the area, I want to make sure that you know that this is readily available. And we'll talk more about that and how you're helping people. Let's go back to that tree and the unbelievable things you had to do to survive. And I want to start with what you had to eat. You had nothing. You were left alone there. You're a teenager. You knew no one, and you just had to figure out how to survive on your own without a dime.
That's correct. So while I was under the tree, so I didn't have anything to eat, nothing to drink. So um, the only thing that I saw in there was worms. So I had to pick up some worms and eat them, and some leaf, and to drink water. I had to wait in the morning to get the little drops of water that come in the trees every morning. So after I ate so many worms, my belly's about to pop. So I had to cry out to Jesus for help. So I
And
made a promise.
you got that answer, didn't you? What was your promise, Mary?
I promised to Jesus was if he helped me, I was gonna help him. So so I made the promise. So now over here, and I'll be able to share the love of God with others, to teach them about Him. And knowing Jesus, the children will be do good. We're helping the children and the parents.
I just think of you as being just a little girl. I mean, you were a teenager, but so young, and having to figure this out on your own. I can't even imagine how brave it was to pick up a handful of worms and eat them to survive. How did you find the strength to do that? I know it must have tasted so disgusting, but you obviously had a strong will to live.
It was no choice. You either eat worms or if you want to survive. I knew that if you eat worm, they have some kind of protein. So that was my protein.
Well, you
So
you got on your knees and you begged God for help, and you soon found it after that.
yes, yes.
What happened?
So I'm sorry. What was
Oh,
the
I was
question?
one. So you found someone to help you, and she helped you really get your life on track and
Yes,
got you
yes.
healed, which was huge because you had parasites from the worms.
Yes, so actually, when I got out from the woods, I found a lady that helped me, and that lady gave me some medicine. I had to throw up all the worms that I was eating, and then she helped me find a job. So what I was looking for, it was just to have a job that I can be able to survive and do things for myself.
And boy, did you ever do that. You went on to find the love of your life. You got married and had 2 kids, and things were going well. And that's when you said, "You know what? I'm gonna start my own cleaning company so I can give other people a job." How did all that come about?
I started cleaning one house at a time, and then I was doing a good job, and people been recommending me, and um, every time that I get a job, I do 100% plus. I trying to do. I'm very honest, and now I'm helping other ladies to, but they can learn how to work and be successful as well.
That's so huge to give 100% no matter what you're doing, right? And I know those families all appreciated you so much and because of that. And so I understand that you started saving your funds from your cleaning business and you started helping kids in your own yard at first before you got this
Yes.
beautiful home where you are now?
Yes. So with the own money that I earn, so I buy some food for the kids and whatever I can.
Mhm,
So that money it takes me through. I started the nonprofit. I started Nery's Promise till 2009. In
mhm.
2018, I signed up for a nonprofit because I couldn't afford to support too many kids, and then we become a nonprofit in 2019.
That was huge, right? And then not only kids, you're also helping adults. When I was there taking a tour of your amazing place, when I walked in, I had to stop and and bow my head because you were in the middle of a prayer that brought tears to my eyes, and you were with it looked like perhaps a couple. And when they ended the prayer, I looked up and the woman was crying, but she had hope in her eyes, and my goodness, I was so overwhelmed with emotion that I could feel what how powerful your words were to her, and I'm sure you see that every day.
Yeah, so when families come, we just pray for them. I pray for them. We just give them hope because God will do the rest for them. So we just pray with them and then we tell them that it's going to be okay.
Mhm,
Sometimes we go up and down, but believing on God, he will take care of the rest.
mhm. Let's talk about everything that you're offering these kiddos. So I showed a few pictures. Let's do that again. So we saw the neat library, all the books there, but you're also teaching computer education, the Bible studies, as you mentioned. I mean, the list just goes on and on of even offering clothing, food, furniture donations. And we see here people lined up here at your house that if everybody looks at the top of your screen, that's Nery's Promise, and then all the people lined up there. What does it feel like to see people here lined up and so happy to get help? I think this was one of your Thanksgiving drives, right?
Yes, no, yes. So one is the Thanksgiving drive. So every Thanksgiving, we do it. we give full baskets of food for the families. Last year we did 350, and this year we're going to do another 350 Thanksgiving baskets with the turkey, and then I believe it's about 18 items that for the families to cook their own Thanksgiving meal.
Incredible. And we'll talk more in a little while about the holidays coming up because I know you have some really fun things to really help the families have a very special holiday season. Let's talk more about the beautiful beds that I got to see there. Oh my goodness, that really touched my heart because you were so sad to find out that a lot of kids don't have that luxury, right? And it's something I think we all take for granted.
Right. So some of the kids in the neighborhoods they don't have a bed, so we
Hmm.
want to make sure that every kid in the community have a bed to sleep on, and some of them they share a bed with somebody, and we want to make sure that they have their own little place to sleep and they can get rest and be safe. Having a good night's sleep, they be able to do good better at school, and become a and be more successful. So that's why that we decided to give a bed to
Hmm.
everybody, to the kids that don't have one.
And you look at these kids and they, they're obviously doing some different projects that they're so very proud of. Tell me about this one.
This is why we did a event to walk with Jesus. So that's why we created those sandals, and they designed it the way they thought that they can walk with Jesus.
So special. I love that. And then I here you are back in the day, huh? And you think about when you look at this young woman and you see and you know how far she's come and how many people you have been able to help. When you made that promise, did you ever see it being this big? Obviously you had big plans, but this big, it's incredible what you're doing now.
No, I didn't know that God was gonna use me to do all these big things.
Mhm.
But it's an honor to work with God, and it's just an honor to love the community, children, and our families. All what we give them is hope. Oh God, take care of them all.
Well, and we know that unfortunately we've had some pretty serious problems in the Houston area, like Hurricane Beryl, and that's when you said, you know what, I'm going to make sure these families who don't have electricity, perhaps their home is flooded or they have wind damage, that their kids and the adults can eat. So you were able to provide a lot of meals, weren't you?
That's correct. So it was kind of crazy little time there, and it was just like a God miracle. Everybody around my community, they lost the electricity, and we lost the power for 5 hours, and then
Mhm.
came back. So it came to my mind. I guess God whispered in me, say, "Hey, Nery, you gotta cook." And then decided to start cooking. I called my friends, the churches. We have different volunteers in different areas.
Mhm.
So different churches are making the phone calls, and I say, hey, our family, they don't have no food. Our kids they're hungry. So can you please help us to come and to cook? And then we were able to provide 800 meals every day for a week.
And then
So
dating back to the pandemic, my goodness, that was such a hard time for so many people. Restaurants were closed, people weren't working, they couldn't afford to buy groceries, and that's when you were providing meals day after day, month after month,
that's correct. We were cooking 350 meals for 5 months. So that was during COVID
a day,
19.
350
A
meals a
day, a
day.
day. Yes.
That is incredible. I mean, talk about God's army. I mean, that was serious. And I want to show something that looks so fun. I just want to dive into it. Let me see if I can find this. So, everybody, if you've ever thought about dessert, I'm telling you, this is one for champions. And I know, here we go. Are you ready? I feel like we need a drum roll. This is so dramatic. So,
Oh,
tell us about that. That looks so good.
that's why we do event by the 4th of July. We do the giant banana split.
That is a
So we
banana
put
split, everybody.
That's a giant banana split. Yes. So we put ice cream in the plastic pipe covers, and then we put topping all the way around. So the kids, so
Oh.
they just go and have a giant banana split. They make their own, put
That is
different
so
toppings on it.
special. I love that so much. It looks so good. When you see these little
Oh,
faces, and we know it's important to get the love of reading into children when they're very young. And principals who are in Richmond have told you that whatever you're doing is working for the kids, and he sees a difference.
that's correct. So our principal from our school says, "Hey, whatever you're doing, keep doing it because you're doing a good work." And we're just loving the kids. We want to make sure I give them a little extra love,
Yeah,
and God do the rest.
it's
Because right there,
incredible. Oh, go ahead. Let's go back.
right there, we're doing a Bible study. The kids always like to do projects.
Mhm. And that's such a good way for them to remember, right? So it's not just hearing perhaps something out of the Bible, but creating it themselves. And I feel like it's that lifelong memory they'll have in their heart to be able to do something like that. And you just see all the smiles on everybody's faces. And
Yes.
you think about what would these kids be doing if they didn't have a chance to be there and paint and to have each other. I'm sure it's a good support system. They're probably all become friends through the years, right?
Yes, yes, we become very friends. We
Hmm.
just love the kids. We love every single one, and we want to make sure that they'll be successful in life.
Yeah.
They're very smart kids. They just need a little extra love.
Hmm. And we see the outside. So the second everybody you go, if you ever drive by and you see this welcome sign, you know that their nest is blessed. And I'm telling you, it is so unbelievably blessed. It's unreal. It is such a neat, special place. So I know that you're busting at the seams right now. You have so many people. Do you have any plans to try to expand? I know that you have a lot of big dreams. Where are you with all of that right now?
We praying. We know God is in control, and
Hmm.
we are thinking and buy some land that we can have like a little school for the kids, the ones that they had trouble reading, and also to have uh I'm planning we're planning to have like a little uh, what do you call a place so they can feel safe. I want a place that have a big kitchen that we can provide some home cooked meals for the kids. A place that they can have computer classes, ESL classes, Bible study classes.
Hmm.
So we're just praying that God can help us do that. So,
Yeah.
but in trusting God, He provides.
I told you when I saw this Mother Teresa plaque on your wall, I thought, my goodness, I think she's your leader because you are so much like her with goals in life to make life better for people, and you've really done that. And just to be around you, your spirit is so lovely, and it's just such a blessing to be able to talk to you. Let's talk about the holidays coming up. So we talked about the Thanksgiving meals. You have a lot of plans for Christmas as well.
Yes, yes. So we had Thanksgiving coming up. We're gonna be giving out 350 Thanksgiving baskets with the turkey and all the trimmings.
Mhm.
We had Christmas coming up. I believe this year we already have about 200 families, but it's gonna be at least about 700 families that they're gonna come and sign up in different parts that of town. We serve in Fort Bend County now. Before I used to serve just Richmond, but now God, whatever people send us, we will serve them. So our Christmas, I believe that we have a flyer here for
Mhm.
Christmas. Um, yeah, this is our Christmas flyer.
Oh,
So
it's so beautiful.
so it's coming up. Our event is gonna be December 21st, where the kids they're gonna come and they're going to do the story of Jesus,
Mhm.
and we're gonna have a service, and we're gonna have a meal and
Oh,
Santa.
nice.
So
Now,
we're
can
gonna have
families who live in the Richmond area sign up for this, or is
yes.
that already done? How do we get involved with anybody who's in need right now?
We're still signing up. We ask different nonprofits or
Mhm.
whoever comes, we will
Can
serve
people
them.
call you or reach out to you through your website?
Yes, sometimes they call or they can reach out through the website or Facebook or
What is the best phone number for them to call you?
The best phone number is it's a 281 762 7627.
7627.
Yes.
Okay, I just put that up. 281
Okay.
762 7627.
7627.
Okay,
Yes. That's
got
the
it.
office number.
Okay, so we will put that up here for you. So you have that. That's Nery's promise, and you're promising to make life so much better for so many people. I tell you what, it was so interesting to see the delivery truck driver pull up, and the entire truck was full of beds. How did that feel for
Yes.
you to see them just unloading bed after bed after bed? And that's because of the partnerships that you're getting with different local charities and organizations and even schools, right?
That's correct. So, we are very there. We are so thankful the donors, all the churches, everybody who's helping us out. They are
Mhm.
just our angels. We cannot we cannot do this without them.
Mhm.
Everything is just 100% donations. So we are very thankful for them, and we have some volunteers over here cooking the home cooking meal for the kids for tonight Bible study, and we just we just thankful, so
Well,
thankful for them.
and I think that we are, I mean, thankful is seems like such a small word to say to you of what our whole community is for you, but it's a start. What can I say? It's just, I'm thankful to have been in your presence, to have gotten to meet you, to share your mission, and to hopefully spread the word about what you're doing. And just such a joy to be able to talk to you, Neri. Thanks for all you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you
All
so much.
right. Well, I hope you have a very happy holiday season and you keep in touch with us and let us know how we can help here at Fox.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
All right. You're certainly a huge blessing to so many. And I just want to remind you all you can catch Lunch for the Soul every Wednesday and Saturday at 1 o'clock. That's the place to be. You know, you don't want to miss it. You can always catch us on our Fox Local app. It is now available on your smartphone or your smart TV. So that's going to make it so easy for you. You can just go to Fox Local. It's the easiest way to find us again, Wednesdays and Saturdays at 1 o'clock. If you want to be featured on Lunch for the Soul, I hope you'd reach out to me. I'd love to see you. Have a beautiful day.